Hi guys, welcome back to some more action with Accrington. We have our first game of the season. It's a Capital One Cup game against Portsmouth. We're away from home, so I'm not expecting much out of this game, but we shall have to see. Portsmouth are lining up with a 5-3-2 formation. Hopefully we can get a win here, advance to the next round, but more importantly, let's hopefully sell some players and see who we can bring in and have some new faces coming and hopefully get through to the end and past the transfer window. But Tamo Hard has put us 1-0 up and the game ends 3-1. Briveo with 2 and Harder with 1. Gamin was injured but not enough to come off the pitch. So a nice 3-1 away win. In hindsight, yes, it's potentially a game we should have won as obviously we're in a lot higher division than Portsmouth, I believe. Let's have a quick check. Portsmouth are not in the Football League Championship. So, let's have a look at these offices. Final scouting report on Lloyd Isgrove. He is rated at 70 and his value is 1.5 million. Gamin is out for 6 weeks. Adam Drury will cost us 1.2 million, but we're still scouting Drew, so I want to see what he's going to come back at. I think there's around 10 days left to scout him, so we'll have to see. Sam Besant is going to cost us 5 million, and Big Sam is still in charge at West Ham in 2018. So Sam Besant is not going to be the player who comes in for us. I think it's going to be down to who am I thinking? I am thinking of someone. Gale potentially needs a bit of a rest. Gamin needs to come off the bench, but who's the player I'm thinking? It's Drury's the potential player to come in, but I want to see how his scouting report actually does. Tyler Blackett is potential central defender. I'm going to bring in. I may, to be honest, depending on how we get on with selling players, if we can sell people like Grant and Payne, if I can sell both of those, I may look to go for Lloyd Isgrove and Adam Drury and have 2 decent right mids in and rotate them. But we'll have to see how we can get on. But our first league game of the season is a 2-1 defeat. Briveo missed a penalty when it looked like the game was 1-0, but he did score. Briveo is the player we're going to rely on heavily this season. Will Keane, I'm thinking of definitely bringing him in. Important matches, yada yada yada. Marco Pellinard. Now, this was the keeper that Real Madrid came in for. They offered 1.9 million. And I do have a young Swedish keeper in the youth system that I can bring in. So I am going to counter this and I'm going to go for 2.5 million. If my chief exec thinks I can get 2.5 million, so I'm going to look to try and get 2.5 million. We have a scouting update. Free agent looks pretty poor. Rossetti, great. No. Oh, wow. Bruno Andrade looks pretty decent, but trouble is, what's his wage going to be on? He's going to be on a lot of check. 30 grand, see. Monacana looks not too bad. We'll keep him there for now. Raheem Sterling, there's no even point even looking. Suso, there's no point looking. I will look anyway, but he's going to be on what, 50 grand, 80 grand. So he's going straight out. So you got Drury, Stubbs. No, his stats are looking pretty poor. So we're going to end that scout and go off. Blackett, I'm scouting just so I want to see what his overall actually is. His standing tackle and slide tackle are pretty poor, so we may not be bringing him in. Isgrove, we know, he's not too. We're crossing 68. Whereas we know the crossing is a lot better for Adam Drury, and he's going to cost us 1.2 million. 8 days of scouting remaining. But I think Drury is going to be the player that comes in. In terms of, let's have a look at my scouting. Where is he gone? Yeah, Robin O'Mara is a keeper between 54 and 66 at present, potential between 80 and 94. So he's the guy who we can look at bringing in. What I'm thinking is, if Pellenard does actually get sold, we have Caliguri as a backup and we have Lowe as our main keeper. And I'm thinking what we can look to do is keep those two, keep our young guy in the youth system until I potentially need a backup keeper if either Caliguri or Lowe becomes in. But then again, I can always keep some transfer budget remaining and recall Afobe from his loan. But if Lowe gets injured, then there's a good chance, because our young guy has potential to be rated higher than these two, I will sign him up. But if we can get 2.5 million for Pellenard, that's going to give me another 2 million, which will allow the squad to be strengthened further either now or in January. So Arsenal, they decide to match it. Okay, so now that makes things interesting in terms of maybe we need to have a look for a free agent goalkeeper just to see who's around. Free agents. You want to do that? What an idiot. I wanted to search by position. Free agents. Craig Broadfoot, no. Cabrera, no. Kaczynski, no. Dokol Seaz, no. Gobu could be one to bring in. Gonzalez. Ooh. Praxtelis Manatis looks not too bad for a 19-year-old. Luke Simpson. Renier Santos. Singh, and Vermenko. So you know what, I'm actually going to potentially look to bring in this Praxtelis Manatis. How much is it? Oh, it's 1,500. I'll say he's going to be a squad rotation player. If he's there for a season, he's there for a season. It's someone to bring in, but I am now going to go after Will Keane. Approach to buy. Look to get our first striker in. No, don't want to do that. I want to offer $1 million. He's worth $1 million. We'll offer $1 million. It's 15 grand a week as well as his wage. So, and Adam Drury still has a bit left on his scouting report, but 1.2 million. Crossing looks good. Dribbling looks good. Short passing. You know what? Let's go and get him in now. I'm going to offer $1 million and see what they say to that. 10 grand. So that's potential of 25,000 on wages. So we'll move a bit over. 31,000 in wages. We have. Did I see an updated scouting report? Do I see this? Jeffrey Marcanan might not be too bad. Short passing, then again, short passing and long passing are pretty poor. Lloyd Isgrove could be a useful backup, but 15 grand a week. I think we could potentially look to strengthen the squad in better areas. But I'm not rushing into any signings. I need a right mid. I think Drury could be the right mid. Stuart Balatoni we have an offer for. It's a centre mid. We're just going to accept this. Shrewsbury could have offered me less and I would have accepted it. But yeah, we do need a right mid. That is the definite area we need. The centre mid area we are sorted no matter what. We've got a Lutz, we've got Seeger, we've got Butterfield, Vizcarrondo. Alright, Man United have accepted that transfer offer. Will Keane wants 15 grand a week. He's going to be a crucial first team player. And a 3-year contract. Player sold. 2.1 million from the sale of Marco Pellenard. Manatis has accepted his contract. We'll get him in. Player sold. Balatone's gone. New signing arriving, and Drury. The 1 million has been accepted. First team player. Yep, all good. So he's going to go from being a future first team player to being a crucial first team player. So hopefully we can get him in on the same wage, but just offer him a better role within the club. So hopefully that is done. And offer accepted. Fantastic. So that's 2 new players in. Accept offer. That still leaves us with 3,009,000 wages. Right, so Drury's rated at 69, but he's a natural right mid, and he's going to go up. And Will Keane is 68, so hopefully both of those will hit 70 before Christmas. Okay, let's have a look at the squad in general. So you see, we've got a decent team there. Drury should hopefully go up. If not, we've got Dow that hits 70, and we've also got Seeger who's hitting 70. So we have got a team that's 70 overall. We just need to look to get to 75 minimum for every area. But that's not going to happen overnight. We have a game against Reading coming up at home. Reading have won their first 2 games, both 2-1, so they do score, but they also do concede. Let's hope they concede here. They do. They concede 2. Butterfield with his first goal for the club on his home debut as well. And Tamo Harder with a goal. 2 officers. An update from England. Martinez is a free agent. Looks awful. Dylan Robson, crossing is really poor. James O'Connor from Southampton, no. Adam Steele from Birmingham, no. Joe Cooney, no. Curtis Thompson, no. I think I'm going to ask... Ooh, Meneses we have an offer for. A loan offer, yes. Let you go out on loan. So that's going to leave me with Will Keane, Breveo, Seeger and Inaki Williams as my 4 strikers. I'm glad he's gone out on loan. A nice 2.9 million. I wonder if I can get another youth staff. Is anyone half decent there now? 3.9 million. That's a shame. Can't wait for this season, this series to be over, because I am going to do the old youth challenge, and I have a couple of potential leagues to pick a team from. So Alex Winter about leaving the club. Dow's position is in jeopardy apparently. So I suppose we don't really need another right mid, as we have Jorge Grant leaving. Accept that from Wolves. Fantastic. Don't feel like I might end up staying, I'm not sure yet. Okay, so first thing I want to do now is I want to have a look and see how big the squad is. 35 players we're up to. That is a big enough squad. So you know what? Caliguri, I'm going to let you go. Definitely let you go, as we do have Manatis, who's 19 and he's not that much. So yeah, Anis Dale, we'll try and give him some game time. Derek and Friedrich, Milanov, Weissmeyer. I'm thinking I might put Weissmeyer out on loan. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'm going to put Weissmeyer out on loan. Exciting prospect. Anis Dale is the he was the wonder kid that I want to give game time to, whereas Weissmeyer was just found by our coaching staff. So we'll have to see. I don't think there's anyone else that's going to come in to the club during this transfer window. We seem to be in an okay position. We have money to spend should we need to in the January transfer window. Player sold. in fact, we've now got another 600,000, so we've got 3.5 million and 12 grand in wages. So we can potentially look to see who is in the transfer list. Caligari was the keeper I was looking to sell, so fantastic. FC Vaduz, thank you very much. Let's have a quick looky on the transfer list. See who's around, see if anyone's name comes to mind. Just looking, there's Ermo Markkanen, but we have enough strikers. Iker Hernandez, not really. There's no one whose name really stands out, and just looking at a quick look at the stats, this Patrick Vieiraus from Bayern, he's a centre forward but might not be that bad. And Doy from Atletico, there's no real. See, Markkanen is the only one there that looks half decent in terms of strikers. Midfielders, it's more, I think at the moment, I'm just looking at names, and Albert Rusnak, interesting. I'll scout you. You look a half decent player. Borgui from Real Madrid. Let's scout you. Charlie Ward. Well, no, all I'm doing at the moment is just having a look through and seeing if there's any names. Wow, left mid, but crossing is poor. Come to mind if there's someone like Joey Barton, who, if we didn't have enough midfielders, I think, considering he's on 3 grand a week, Joey Barton would help us out immensely. John Torrell, let's scout you. Jordi Ortega, João Texteria. See, that's the thing. The only thing I'm looking at now is seeing if I can find someone that. Ooh, Lewis Baker, you 30 grand a week though, but we'll scout you. It is just trying to find that sort of player that that we know of, and will. There's someone like Neil Danswood. He's 35. I mean, if it was okay, if we were 2 years previous and Joey Barton was available at 33 years of age, then he would have potentially helped us out a lot. But right now, I don't think he will. So all I'm really doing is having a look. Hector Bellerin, but not that great. It's just seeing who is available. Crossing, short passing, standing tackle. Khaled Nali doesn't look too bad. We'll have a little looky of him. Mark Hornshush we know about from previous saves. Goalkeepers we don't need to worry about. So there's no one really. So I think we've got a decent squad. There's potential players there that we can look to bring in, but obviously we really need to see when it comes to the January transfer window how, in terms of Tim Payne an offer in Nottingham Forest. Thank you. See, that's going to give us another 500,000. That's going to really boost our funds. I'm going to use a little bit for youth, sending my youth staff out again, but I want to keep it because if it looks like we're mid-table, but we've got potential of bringing in Sold and Buxton. We have an offer for Shrewsbury. You know what? Let's accept that. Potentially a bad move. We have Gamin who's out for a while, but we do have. In fact, that is a bad move because Gamin is out for a while. And we've got Winter that can play right back. We'll be fine. But yeah, we'll have to see. Right, Remy Cabella's gone from Newcastle to Dortmund. But yeah, we've got enough in the squad. I'm fairly certain of it. And who's going to come out and say they want to leave now? Player sold, 400,000. Wilhelm, who do you have? 79. Reject. 87. Let's sign you up, we've got the money. 69. Reject. 63. Reject. 82. Reject. So Wilhelm is still around and still doing his one. Moskov, oh sorry, Kolosov, I'm going to fire you. I'm going to hire a new scout. I'm not going to go, I want to spend all that, but I'm not. I'm going to wait and maybe spend $1 million and see if I can find a better scout. Someone that's got 3 stars rather than the whole 4 stars. But that team is looking pretty good. We're going to go straight into this game against Bolton. We'll get 2 or 3 more games done, and then I'll call it a day. But yeah, we're doing okay, I think, in terms of squad size and everything. We've got rid of a few players, got some money to play with. 0-0. Okay, not too bad. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 defeat from our first 3 games. So Swansea now. A bigger role for Wandowski. Okay. And we have 6 more players. Keith Wilson. Wow. Keep our eye on him. Vineland. No. Bejarano. No. Petrasso. No. Shamir Fenlon. No. Wellington Silva would be a nice one, but he's going to be on an absolute monster wage, so we're not going to do anything with him. A few more players are being scouted. What I am going to do, though, yeah, we'll get the game. Oh, players leaving his national duty. How many? Surely it can't be that many. Well, I hope not, anyway. Let's have a look. 2 players, Vizcarrondo and Milanov. Milanov's not really in the picture anymore, so I'm okay with that. Instructions. I want any position. I want a right back, and I want a right back of first team quality. Who do I want him defensive minded? I suppose that'll do. And he can be 25 max. And centre backs I think we're okay for the time being. Right mids we're now okay for. Potentially need a left mid now. So let's change this. Right mid. Edit. Left mid. All good. Right, so we have a very tough game coming up. Gale needs a rest, so Bandakowski can get this game in. Inaki Williams, Weissmeyer, Milanov off the bench. Where's my other striker? Keane, there we go, on the bench. So, where the hell have I, did I loan out? Oh no, we've got Inaki Williams, he's there, so we've got 2 strikers on the bench. Seager and Alutza. Seager off. Where's Anisdale? There he is. Scuadone. Right. Butterfield and Vizcarrondo are my 2 main centre mids. Swansea, this is going to be a test to see how we do as a team. We are at home. So, can we get a result? It will be nice. We get a 2-1 defeat. Richards, Bartley, Taylor, Key still there, Dyer still there, Shelvey. So a 2-1 defeat. Friedrich with our goal. Vizcarrondo wants to discuss his wages, it's looking like. Milanov, I'm looking to sell you, mate, so I don't give a crap. And Vizcarrondo, yes, I will discuss your contract. Winter, Scuadone, I want to discuss. Do I want to discuss your contract? I don't think I do, actually. Caballos, Alutza, I do want to discuss your contract. 2 years, important first team player. but it was Vizcarrondo that wants to discuss his contract. £4,000 he's on at the moment. I'll give you 5. Crucial. So he's now going to come back and say he wants to leave because there was no demand in his wage. He just wanted, and he's got 2 and a bit years left in his contract. So I'm fairly certain he's going to come back and say he wants to leave because there's no other reason for that series of events to happen. Vizcarrondo is out, so we are going to go with. Let's go with Ross. Give him a game. Matty Gale back in. Let's give Dale the game. Stick with Winter for the time being. Tamo Harder for Caballos. So yeah, I think Vizcarrondo is going to come back and say he doesn't want to be at the club anymore. Oh well, he's thinking of leaving. Well, wow, Brighton have won their last 3. They beat Newcastle in the last game 2-1 and conceded 2 in those 3 games. So hopefully we can get a win here. Bounce back from the defeat against Swansea. A 1-1 draw. Dale scores on his debut. So we're not doing too bad. Agent talks about winter ambition. Okay. Alutza has declined. Wage demands weren't met. Vizcarrondo was actually accepted. Interesting. I suppose it's got. I don't know if that's because I did the right thing by offering him more money. Right, so Luke Williams is found as a potential striker. Not really. Callum Bolger left mid, no. Kimbo Kyung, interesting, but no, he's 28. Jordan Henderson. Seven days remaining to. We'll add you to the shortlist. Mario, same as you, Lewis Baker. It's on 2 no, it's just Lewis Baker whose contract is expiring, so he may be one that we do keep our eye on. See where he can play though, that's the main thing, is where can he play. So let's quickly go into the shortlist and have a look. Lewis Baker, can you just play Cam or can you play anywhere else? Cam and centre mid. 30 grand a week, but I may break the bank, but we'll have a look for youth staff now. Here we go. Ryan Dallas, that's what I wanted. 3-star, 3-star. Alright, we'll get this final game done. Apparently I have 0 regrets about selling Ntuli. Yeah, it's probably about right, yeah. Buguri, scouting report. Add him to my shortlist, 70 rated. And Nari, 67 rated, but he's 24. Add him to the shortlist. 10 grand and 25 grand. So we have a potential new left mid coming in, but it means selling Caballos if we can. Is this Bristol City coming up? Dallas has arrived. Figure out where he's going to go now. I might send him to France. I think, yes, sod it, let's do France. 9 months, there we go. Let's get this office read and done and dusted, almost at half an hour, so we'll get this game done away at Bristol City, who haven't scored in their last 3, so I'm going to say they're going to score at least 2 goals in this episode. They've not scored, and they've played Sheffield Wednesday, Swindon and Wigan. And they've not scored against... Oh, there we go. They score in the first minute. Get in! Luckily we score 2. Seeger and Keane with the goals. Oh, good news. Quickly skip forward, but whilst it's skipping forward, I'm not going to play the next game. I'm going to start wrapping it up, guys, and say thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers.